Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be a fun story time video. I've seen so many like story time videos just like pop up over YouTube. I absolutely love watching them. Like I remember watching Elias J videos, like I met the side chick, I was like, and then I watched somebody else's story, it was like I caught him cheating, I was like, story time videos are so funny. Like I was tempted to do like an embarrassing stories video slash funny stories video, and then I thought I really want you guys to get a great sense of me, like who I am as a person and what interests me. And Justin Bieber interests me. Like if I go to a job interview and they ask me for interest, I put Justin Bieber as the interest, and they have to respect that, okay? This is the story like I tell all my life. Like when people are like, oh, you met Justin Bieber, I'm just like, you haven't? Like this is like one of the only things I get to brag about in my whole entire life. Like this is a story to tell. This is a story to tell the grandkids. Like this is a good one, guys. I'm gonna start the story. Paint the picture, 1999. No, I'm joking, let's not take it that far. Alright, so let me set the scene, Many moons ago, you know how it goes, oh. So, me and my sister have been Justin Bieber fanatics from basically the inception of our lives. Fast forward to, I don't even know how long ago this was. This is the Believe album. So I believe that's 2012. So I was a young'un. Me and my sister shared a room, my little sister who was in my sister tag video. We shared a room and we have a bunk bed, and basically she sleeps on the bottom bunk of the bed and she has like this wall, so we decided like to make like a mirage. Is that what you call them? It's not a mirage, it's a collage. A Justin Bieber collage. He was like the hot thing at that time in 2012, obviously. Still is, hello. We've got like all these magazine clippings, like, and we're like, yeah, we're really gonna go for this. Like we just got colour prints and everything. We were on a roll. We printed out like her favourite song lyrics and like decorated them. I wish I had a picture, but it was an amazing collage slash mirage, okay? It was good, it was good. Then there was one night where we were getting ready for bed, and it was a Sunday night, I believe, and I remember tidying up, and I'd been tidying up the whole day, and I was so pissed off at my sister that, like, you know when you're just trying to make an argument with someone, like they're breathing, you're like, huh? You better not breathe around here, like you're just like, you just want something to pop off. Like, so she looks at her phone, she gets an email, like the email bleep goes through, so I'm just like, whatever, and then she goes, just won tickets to meet Justin Bieber, and I was like, so I go to the phone, I look at the damn email, and it's like, you have won like free passes to see Justin Bieber or whatever, and I'm like, what the hell? And she was like, yeah, you know the collage that we did, I submitted it to some kind of competition. They were like, who's the biggest Justin Bieber fan, like who's got the biggest memorabilia. So what she had done was taken a picture of the collage along with all of the Justin Bieber memorabilia that she had. I think she had like hats, wristbands, like everything. My sister was obsessed with purple as well, so they'd sell a lot of Justin Bieber merchandise that was purple, so it helped that she loved Justin Bieber and purple. Meh. So she put it there and she showed me the picture, and I was like, so I was like, who taking? And then she was like, not you. And I was like, she was like, oh well, you actually just argued with me and tried to pick a fight with me, you think I'm gonna take you to Justin Bieber? I'm like, stop playing. She was like, I have to go to the box office tomorrow to pick up the wristbands, and then we have to line up and do all of this stuff. So I'm like, cool. So I go do what I gotta do. So I was so excited like the whole day. Like whenever we talk about people and be like, what you doing after work tonight? They'd be like, oh yeah, I'm going to the pub, going to dinner, I'm going to Nando's. And I go to meet Justin Bieber. I was just like so smug about the whole thing. I was just like so we got the wristband, I went and met her, and we were just so like we were excited, but it was like a really inward excitement. Like, we were really like me and my sister are not like people to like jump and scream, and like we're just not those kind of girls. Like there's so many like procedures that we had to do. Like so we got to a restaurant where we had to wait. She got the wristbands at the restaurant. We then had to walk to a meeting point. We stood at the meeting point, and then they checked our wristbands. After they checked our wristbands, they made sure that any like stragglers, like obviously because people who saw us with like security and all that kind of stuff, there was about 20 of us at this point, it wasn't just like me and my sister. People who saw us with security at this point, like, and obviously besides me, everyone else was young girls, so they must have known it had something to do with Justin Bieber or the concert that was happening that night. So we got to the second stage, they checked our wristbands. Anybody who didn't have a wristband, they were like, no, we know you fake, bah. And we queued there for about half an hour. We were like, oh my god, like, is this ever gonna happen? And bear in mind, he'd been running late, so we were like, so by the time we see him, like, are we even gonna make it to the concert? We didn't even have our concert tickets with us there. It's about 6:30, maybe 6:30, and we were just like, oh, like, I don't know what's gonna happen here. So we were waiting, and like, you're in this line. It was so intense because it just looked so like extra security, like locked off, and I was just like, oh my god, like, this is like meeting the Queen. Funny enough, he was late because he was at Buckingham Palace. And so we get closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. And then there's this big door, and it's got like an exit and an entrance. Me and my sister were talking up to this point, so we didn't actually notice that people had already started to go in and like meet him. So then all of a sudden, like, there's all these girls coming out, and they're like, and me and my sister were just like, okay. So we're moving forward, and we get like pretty close. There's like 5 people in front of us, guys. Just so like, woo! Like, I was calm. I wasn't like, I just felt like he's a normal person. Like, if you go in there and you scream in his face, like, he's just gonna be like. So I figured, I'm not going to do that. We start getting closer, and then particularly I see this one girl like comes out and I start shaking, and I'm just like, oh my god. I'm like to my sister, listen, I'm never going to be one of those girls, like blah blah blah. Skip forward to 10 minutes later. So we go in there, and it's like guys, I'm not even exaggerating, it was literally like Jesus was in there, like, not even playing. Like, it wasn't Jesus, like, calm down, but like, it was like this really bright light of the door, and you just didn't know what you were going into, and you walk in and there's this Justin Bieber billboard, and I was just like, I walk in and he's standing there, and I'm just like, obviously I knew it wasn't going to be a situation where you go in and you have like a 1-hour convo and you become best friends. Please be my best friend, Justin. Like, it was really quick. I don't know if it was quick because we were so excited and not someone who was dying to meet, but I think it was just really quick in general. So we go in, they're like, oh, pose for a picture, pose for a picture. So we go in and we like pose a picture. And then they group us with these 3 girls, and like the 3 girls acted faster than I did. And then like they went into his side to pose for the picture. Because I was like, there's no way they're gonna put like all 5 of us in the picture. Like, what is the point of that? They put all 5 of us in the picture. My sister, I think she was like leaned into his arm or whatever. He's like, hi, like, I don't know if he was just a bit like quiet because he was late, or if they were trying to rush it, but he seemed like really calm, really cool. First impressions though, he looked like a tan goddess. Like, literally, if you had to see someone who lives in LA like 24/7 in the flesh, it was him. And he was really quiet. He was really like I don't know if he was shy or if he was just tired. It'd probably been a long day. But so then that happened, and they were like, okay, pose for the picture, pose for the picture. So we get in the picture and we pose and we like smile and take a picture, and they're like, okay guys, thank you, like, your picture will be on blah 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 blah.com. and we're like, oh my god, so thank you. So they're ushering me out, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna make this last. I was like, what can I do, what can I do? We're walking out, and I just look at him in the eyes, and I'm just like, hi. And then he's like, hi to me, and like nobody else said hi to him, so I just like, I felt so special. I was just like, oh my god, I love you, Justin. We get outside, guys, and I was freaking out. Hyperventilating. I'm freaking, like, literally, it wasn't even like a fake response, or anything. Like, I was literally just hyperventilating because I just could not believe that actually happened. Like, and I was like 18 at the time, my sister was like 15, and she was like, ew, calm down. And I was just like, but I wasn't gonna let her steal my moment. Bear in mind that I'd had already, how many encounters did I have with Justin Bieber already at this point? 1 encounter with Justin Bieber already before this point. So my friend Greta, who got me into Justin Bieber, won tickets to see Justin Bieber at, it was a taping for like an ITV show. We were actually really close to him. The first time was, I don't know if the first time was even better because all the girls were quite young. I'm not tall for my height, but I was probably taller than a lot of the girls. And I think I was wearing Dr. Martens as well on that day. I think I remember that, so that added about that much to me. So I didn't stick out, but my head must have been at least a few like inches higher than everybody. So he's looking out at the crowd, and bear in mind there's only like, there's 2 sides of the crowd. There's one there, left and right, and then there's like a runway for him to come down when he's performing, doing his thing. We're on that side, and bear in mind there's like 50 people in this thing, so it's not like, if you literally shouted, Justin, give me your number, like, he could hear you. I was just like, okay, well, he's looking in my direction, so I'm like, he waves back, looking right at me in the eye, and I'm like, but then this weird thing happens where he just keeps looking in my direction, and I was just like, This is getting pretty awkward. I don't think he was just like, I think he waved and after a while something must have just come to his head and then he was just like daydreaming, like, and he just so happened to be looking at me. Not that he was planning our life together or that I was his future wife or anything. The second encounter was so much better because I was with my sister and I'd been to concert and seen him and she wasn't able to come. She wasn't able to come to the ITV thing because she didn't win tickets. So meeting him with her was like amazing. It was like amazing. It doesn't stop there, guys. You're waiting for the good part, okay? So, we are walking out of the O2, walking, and we are walking past Starbucks. I can't remember if we went in, but I distinctly just remember the Starbucks when my sister told me this. So I was like, oh my god, wasn't that fun? And she was like, yeah, it went by kind of quick though. And then she goes, yeah, and I grabbed his bum. And I was like, what? And she goes, yeah, I grabbed his bum. And I said, wait, come again? She goes, yeah, I grabbed his bum. And I said, what did he say? And he said, he said, swag. And I was just like, and I said, relay the whole thing. She said, yeah, you were saying hi to him. And I was like, no, I'm going to make this last. So as we were walking out, I like got a handful of his bum. He looked at me in the eye and said, swag. So I was happy and I was like, you're my hero. Can't believe I did not think of doing that. To be fair, I was too far off. It would have been really weird if I'd like leaned out to grab his bum. I'm like, who does that? She was close enough that she had the opportunity to do that and she took it. Good on you, girl. And then after that, we went home. We had about half an hour to get home and get our tickets and come back. And obviously we were like, just like dying. Like we were like on our way home. We were like singing on the train. We were just on a high. Like we didn't care. We were like, we've met him and now we like get to go to his concert. And bear in mind, we'd paid like £70 each for the tickets, and to meet him it cost like another £200–300. So we'd paid £140 to go to the concert with banging seats, may I add, and then meet him. So we were just like on a high. We got home, my mum was there. She was like, how did it go? My mum knows, my mum understands the love for Justin Bieber. She was like, how did it go? And we were so excited. And we had like 10 minutes to get the tickets, like freshen up and run back out. So we get back there and Jaden Smith is performing. Cody Simpson comes on. Love Cody Simpson. And then Justin Bieber comes on and he like descends from the sky like an angel. And he's got these huge mechanic wings on him and he's just coming out from the sky. He's got that the short back and side and he's got sunglasses on and he just drops. And safe to say it was the best day of my life. It is the actual picture of that day. I don't know how my fellow lovely Justin Bieber fans will feel about being in my video, but sorry girls, but there he is. Look. So that was my story. I think you could tell I was really not bothered or excited or anything to meet Justin Bieber. So fun. I love Justin. I don't know if I should do more storytime videos or embarrassing videos or funny stories, or let me know. I feel like I have a lot of stories but I just have to kind of remember them. I'm getting old. I'm 21. I'm getting old. My memory's not as good as it used. I'm joking. My memory's banging. But if you guys enjoyed this video and you think it was fun and you want to know more about me being weird and meeting beautiful white chocolate celebrities, then like, comment, subscribe, rate this video. Tell me if you've had any Justin Bieber encounters, any Beyonce, Michael Jackson encounters. Michael Jackson, I'm reaching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was so fun for me to actually sit down here and tell this to people, because I always tell this story to people but I never have time to like go into detail and tell them all of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. You don't think I'm crazy. If you know Justin Bieber, send him to my house. Until then, see you in the next video. If I was your boyfriend, never let... Don't come in, mommy! Huh? Don't come in! Talking about Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, he's not here, he's on my mug. I'm drinking my Justin Bieber mug while telling my Justin Bieber story. See the video of like the dance video, it's so popping, the girls are like... Hey.